Hi guys, my name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is Sunday. I hope everybody's having a great weekend so far. I'm just going with the flow, guys. Whatever happens, I deal with it. Just deal with things as they happen. I'm being gang stalked and victimised worldwide. It's worldwide. It's not just Great Britain. It's worldwide. Why? I haven't got a clue. I'm a nice person. I just try and help people. And I've just got a lot of evil things happening to me right now, which I'm having to deal with on my own because nobody understands or wants to help. So I'm just dealing with it by myself. The British police can't do with things that are in Russia, the Ukraine, Australia, where some of this bullying is coming from. Right, they can't do anything because this is Great Britain, and I understand that. I had an hours long conversation with a police sergeant who told me that, you know, if it's coming from other countries, there's not a lot that the British police can actually do. And I was picked on by a German lad when I was going to put my gas on the meter. And TikTok is not only diverse, it covers a lot of the world, doesn't it? It covers a lot of countries, and some countries are more openly sexual than Great Britain, and some countries don't like British people, and that is the truth. I was on a live stream the other day. Some people request to like come into your live stream, so I pressed the plus button. This bearded man, foreign man, came into the room. He said, "Hello, how are you?" And he started talking. He called me sexy. It was a foreign guy. And then he asked me what country from where I was from. I said Great Britain. And he pressed the button off. He cut me off. So there are countries out there that obviously don't like British women, because he just shut me off when I said I was from Great Britain. But he did. He said, he called me sexy. Then he proceeded to ask me where I was from. Then he cut the live stream off. Right. British women, you know, have to be careful now, and men, because there is a lot of countries that don't like British people. So the country's changed. It's changed for the worse. It's changed for the worse, and you know, people's safety. You know what I mean? You've got to worry about your own safety. So that's what happened to me a couple of days ago when I got suspended. I got suspended from TikTok, and that's what happened before it as well, before the suspension. So I've been left feeling a bit like, you know, I've got some kind of weird stalker, maybe more than one of them, and maybe I should not live stream at all anymore, because you don't know who's on the end of who you end of the video. You might have 1,000 stalkers, 1,000 people that actually detest and hate you. Do you know what I mean? You don't know who you are speaking to, and some of them could be dangerous. They could be terrorists. They could be all sorts of people. So I'm just laying off for it for a while anyway. I think it's the best thing that happened to me, to be fair. I don't think I want to live stream again after what happened to me. I feel like I'm a piece of meat with some men staring at me and saying these things. And then when you politely say, no, I'm not interested, this isn't a dating site, you start to get a barrage of abuse because you've stood up to yourself. So guys, I've woken up this morning. He's still got his kids upstairs and it's been quiet, but as soon as I speak, we've got scraping furniture and noise. So every time I try and speak, they start, they want me to stop talking, to stop being myself, to be a dummy, just sit in this flat quiet, or get extremely cross because someone's going down my TikTok and subscribing to my channel as derogatory names. Do I look like Stig of the Dump? Does my hair look all greasy and matted? Do I look like I stink? Does my flat look awful? And the answer to that is no. It's probably them that is Stig of the Dump, and they're trying to put that onto me, or they want me to get up this morning, be angry and miserable, go outside and look like a nutter. Right? Because they're starting again. They're starting scraping the furniture and being noisy because I'm speaking. No one controls me, right? And I'm not going to get cross. But the only Stig of the Dump is them. And they're just calling me that because they probably smell. And, the profile picture was of a poo. And I've got 3 messages this morning on TikTok again. Why aren't you talking to me? Why aren't you speaking to me? Why do you think that I'm not speaking to you? You're horrible to me. You're nasty to me. You're backstabbing me. You're subscribing to my channel as names that that's what you are. Not me. Look at my hair. Does that look dirty? Does that look matted and nasty? Do I look unclean? Right? Just because you want to send me dirty, filthy photographs and want boob pictures, it doesn't mean that I'm Stig of the Dump. It means that you're a pervert. Okay. And you'll do anything to try and get photographs out of me by calling me names, thinking I'm going to think that I smell and I'm nasty and I'm going to put clothes on. No, I'm not. You're a pervert and you need to get help. I hope you get it soon. Because all I'm going to do, mate, is do the settings to my TikTok again and remove the messages and you won't be able to speak to me at all. Absolutely. Making myself another cup of tea, guys. Herbal tea, ginger and lemon. So last night I went out for a walk and the homeless guys were out there, and one of them especially was dressed like he'd gone into Sports Direct, and he'd gone and he had a brand new coat on and like brand new trainers, and these people are supposed to be homeless. And I noticed that someone's purse had been stolen up there the other day, but it was empty, so I didn't call the police because the purse was empty. It had nobody's name in it. So obviously these guys are thieving. They're stealing. They're going out to town centres probably and stealing. I'm only surmising that because how can homeless people with no home suddenly come across the field in brand new trainers and a brand new jacket and a brand new tent? And there's obviously someone's had their purse stolen and they've taken the money and the cards out and thrown the purse on the floor. It's getting unsafe everywhere. Admittedly, everywhere in Great Britain, I would imagine, is unsafe. Even the posh areas now. Stabbings on railway stations, machete wielding thugs on railway station platforms. It's terrifying. Yet the police are nowhere to be seen, are they? Or they turn up too late. So, we've got homeless on the fields, but I don't think they're really homeless. I think they're just, well, where did that purse come from that was on the floor? And they're going around with brand new bikes. They've, how do you know they've not stolen them? I'm not saying they have, but how can the homeless, the true homeless, are hungry, they're dirty, they're dishevelled, right? So who are these guys? We've had it before, beggars and alcoholics, and really violent alcoholics up the top of the road months ago, and they were from Chatham, where I used to live, where my ex is, and he's an alcoholic, right? So we've got homeless people. They were behind me yesterday. It was really horrible feeling. That's about the third time they've been right behind my back. And because that Charlie is also an alcoholic and has been homeless himself, I'm just thinking they're spying for him, watching what I'm doing, where I'm going, and they are just being rude. I can't go anywhere. It doesn't matter how much you swear at me, you yell at me. There's nowhere I don't want to move in with my mother. And she said that over the phone, deliberately causing distress and upset to me and calling me names when there's nothing. I don't look like Stigger the Dump. I told you about my neck. I've got thyroid problems. They keep calling me fat face. I'm not moving in with my mother. And this is all stemming from the time that I went up to see my mother. She kept going on about my father, Derek, abusing her. And this is all that's happened afterwards. They've sabotaged my live streams, which I probably won't live stream again. At the moment, that's the way I feel. They've spoilt that. But it doesn't mean I'm going to go outside and be a knobhead, because, they are childish. Stigger the Dump, fat face. I mean, it's childish. They've got the mind of a moron. They are a moron. They are being paid, probably. That's why they've got the jacket and the bike to try and destroy my life. I expect someone's paid them to cause havoc on my life because I rejected that Charlie. This is what happens when you reject a bloke who's dangerous. They just will not stop stalking you. And it can destroy you. At the moment, it is upsetting my dog walking experience, because those homeless are just hovering about, laughing and being a nuisance. And I just want to walk my dog. I don't care what they're doing. I'm not interested. I'm minding, I'm just walking around the field, walking my dog. And I was showing people around Rochester because it's a historic city. And they've spoilt all that. And now, because I'm not answering someone's messages, I don't know what they're doing, but it happened in 2021. They started sharing my videos and calling me names. Slag, slapper, bitch. And they blamed it on my father, and it's obviously not my dad because he's dead. So who is it? Who is it? Where is the coward, and why won't they show their face and tell me to my face? Yeah? If you've got long hair, it's a wig. And it isn't a wig at all. It's not extensions and it's not hair pieces. It's my natural curly hair. So you can stuff that up your jacksie. I don't think I look bad for my age. I don't. And I'm not going to stop because of whoever you are, because I won't speak to you. I won't give you pictures. You're just a nasty piece of vermin, aren't you? You're obsessed, you're fixated. Go away and find something else to do with it. Please. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. On this day in 1850, a hippopotamus arrived in Britain for the first time. It was gifted to London Zoo and led to a big surge in visitor numbers. It did once manage to escape, but was lured back to the enclosure by a keeper being used as bait.
Alexa, what's the time, please?
Good morning, Crystal. It's 8:41 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
Today is Sunday, the 25th of May.
Alexa, what's the weather outlook?
Right now in Rochester, it's 15 degrees Celsius with mostly cloudy skies. Today's forecast has intermittent clouds, with a high of 21 degrees and a low of 9 degrees.
Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
What gets wet as it dries? A towel.
Alexa, what celebrity was born on this day?
Celebrities born on the 25th of May include Roman Reigns, Cillian Murphy, Ian McKellen, Miles Davis, and Josip Tito.
I'm just wondering who is actually in my live streams. I was called Sarah Ferguson. I was 65 years old. So a royalist, maybe, someone who's interested in royalty. Makes me wonder who's in there. Well, you've got what you wanted. Just leave me alone. Stop hounding me, because you ain't going to get anywhere with me. I don't want you. I'm not interested in you. You won't even show your face. I don't know who or what you are. So please, just go away. You don't frighten me. Are you somebody that's into pornography and you've got a collection of pornographic photos that you keep sending me of different men and their appendages? What is up with you? Do you need some help? For goodness sake. Honestly, do you need some help? I'll get you some help. Because you're fixated with someone that doesn't want you. You're in a fantasy of your own volition. You know, you're probably in your mind doing things to me, and you make me vomit. You make me feel sick. Alexa, LBC Radio.
LBC London from Global Player.
That we are moving on with technology. That said, it needs to be done ethically, professionally, and of course they are going to make some mistakes, but so long as that is monitored and you're not having more false facial recognition than you're having successful ones, that's also very important and needs to be monitored and supervised.
Shannon Chowdhury, thanks so much for giving up your time this Sunday morning. An enthusiastic attitude towards facial recognition. As I say again, you are aware, the police arresting, for example, anti-monarchy Republic supporters at the King's coronation of having blank placards and then releasing them without charge, for example, and spying on people, environmental activists, because the police didn't like the direction of travel that they were going on. These are areas for concern with the increasing use of technology, I would suggest. I'm Matthew Wright here with your weekend breakfast. It's 8:44. You may be expecting LBC's personal finance guru, Abigail Foster, to be joining me at this time, but well, we're not doing that this Sunday. Rather excitingly, we're going to be taking some of your questions with her in the studio live from 9:30 this morning. So if you've got any questions, personal finance, particularly interested in looking at the issue of personal finance and children, how you should teach your kids about money, whether it's something parents should do, schools should do, any question at all really, pensions, taxes, whatever, Abby can answer it. You can call me now, 03456060973. You can text me any questions for Abby on 84850, or you can ask your smart speaker to send a comment to LBC, and that will work first. That'll work too. First though, it's time for your news headlines with Johnny Ellis.
The government's programme to renationalise Britain's railways has begun this morning. House builders in England who leave development sites unfinished for years could face losing their land to local councils under new rules. And Reform UK says it'll fully reinstate winter fuel payments and lift the two-child benefit cap if it gets into government. LBC weather, a mix of sunshine and showers for most, heavy rain lingering in the north of Scotland, highs of 21 degrees.
LBC travel, I'm Joelle. We're very slow on the M4 Heathrow Spur Road, heading southbound from the main M4 down to the terminals. Problems in Wanstead. Lake House Road is partially blocked in both directions at Centre Street. It's all down to an accident and there are queues on the approach. Also problems on the A10 just south of the M25 junction at Bullsmore Lane. The traffic lights aren't working. The middle of the junction is closed, but still take extra care. On the trains, there's a reduced service on the Heathrow Express today because of engineering works. London Overground's Mildmay line can't run between Camden Town and Willesden Junction, and also no services on the Piccadilly line between Hammersmith and Cockfosters because of the works.
This is LBC.
And off we go! When you're a small business owner like me, every day is an adventure. It can get pretty wild out there, but I'm used to fierce competition.
So guys, normally I would finish this YouTube video and about 9 o'clock I would start a live stream, which I had been doing for 3 or 4 weeks, and the jealous, nasty, spiteful bully has obviously stopped my live stream from live streaming. I don't know what for, I don't know what pleasure they get in it, but there you go. So I'm making myself a cup of tea, waiting for my YouTube video to upload to YouTube, and I'm trying to pass the time because I live by myself. I don't want to live with my mother. I don't want to be forced to do something I don't want to do. Whoever this is, I really do hope you get the help you need, because it's been going on a long time, this stalking and misery you're trying to put onto me, but I will still keep getting up and I will find other ways to occupy my time that doesn't involve sending you photographs. So, you know, I can live stream on YouTube. I can live stream elsewhere, but I don't want to. I had a load of followers, a load of likes, and of course when you get strikes or you get people sabotaging your TikTok, your views go down. So it's just a jealous, spiteful individual that, you know, if you've got yourself a TikTok channel, perhaps you have, and you did something with your time instead of stalking me, you might get somewhere. See you later.